If you drive a Subaru Forester, you already know it's one of the most versatile SUVs out there. But the right tires can make or break your driving experience. In today's video, we're breaking down the 7 best tires for the Subaru Forester. I've tested each of these tires in real-world conditions, city streets, highways, and even some rougher terrains. And I'll be honest, I found strengths and weaknesses along the way. So if you're wondering which tires are going to give you the perfect mix of performance, comfort, and safety for your Forester, stay tuned. 7. Michelin CrossClimate2. When I started testing the Michelin CrossClimate2, I had very high expectations because Michelin has a strong reputation for innovation. This tire is marketed as one of the best all-season options, capable of handling light snow, wet conditions, and even dry roads with confidence. And I'll say, on well-paved highways and during light rain, the CrossClimate2 really does shine. There's a reassuring sense of grip, and it feels stable in corners. For daily commuters or drivers in mild climates, that's a huge plus. The most impressive part of the CrossClimate2 is its ability to function like a winter tire while keeping the ride experience closer to an all-season. I noticed it handled sudden downpours without losing much traction, and braking distances were shorter than many standard all-season tires I've tried. If you live in an area where the weather seems to change daily, this is a convenient option. You won't need to swap between summer and winter tires all the time. That said, as much as I enjoyed how versatile it was, I also found a couple of drawbacks. First, the road noise. It's more noticeable than I'd like. On highways, the hum is hard to ignore. And for Subaru Forester drivers who value cabin comfort, this could become annoying over time. Another issue is tread life. While it's good, it's not exceptional compared to some other tires in this lineup. After a few thousand miles, I noticed very slight wear patterns that made me concerned about long-term durability. 6. Bridgestone Blizzak WS90. This is a specialist winter tire, and it's earned a reputation as one of the top-performing snow tires for decades. When I tested it in snowy and icy conditions, the traction was absolutely next level. On snow-packed roads, the WS90 gave me a sense of control that you just don't get from most all-season tires. It grips, bites into the snow, and keeps the vehicle incredibly stable. The braking performance is where I found the WS90 truly exceptional. In icy intersections where some tires tend to slide, the Forester, equipped with Blizzaks, stopped with surprising confidence. The tread design, which has endless biting edges, really makes winter driving less stressful. If you live in a region that deals with harsh winters, the peace of mind you get from having these tires on your Forester cannot be overstated. But here's the catch, and it's why the Blizzak WS90 doesn't rank higher on this list. The moment temperatures warmed up and the roads dried out, the tire lost some of its appeal. It feels softer underfoot compared to all-season performance tires, and at highway speeds, you can immediately tell it's not designed for smooth, quiet cruising. The ride feels slightly squishier, and cornering isn't as agile as you'd expect. Another downside is tread life. Winter tires like the Blizzak WS90 tend to wear faster because of their softer compound. In fact, after just a few months of use during winter, I noticed a level of wear that tells me these won't last as long as many drivers would hope. 5. Falken Wildpeak AT Trail. Now at number 5, things get a lot more exciting for Forester owners who love to go beyond the pavement. The Falken Wildpeak AT Trail truly impressed me as one of the few all-terrain tires designed specifically for crossovers and smaller SUVs like the Forester. The first thing I noticed was the balance. It doesn't feel overly aggressive like some all-terrain truck tires, yet it brings genuine off-road capability. On gravel roads, dirt trails, and even some shallow mud, the Wildpeak held its ground. You instantly feel more confident taking your Subaru Forester into outdoor adventures. On highways, I was pleasantly surprised by ride comfort. Many all-terrain tires sacrifice smoothness for ruggedness, but the Wildpeak AT Trail felt almost as composed as all-season options. There was a bit of noise, yes, but nothing overwhelming for a Forester cabin. It maintained grip in heavy rain and cornered better than I expected for this category. Another advantage is its snow performance. While not a dedicated winter tire, it carries the 3-peak mountain snowflake rating, meaning it's certified for use in severe snow conditions. This makes it a fantastic choice for those who want some winter assurance without going full Blizzak. Longevity is where Falken really wins drivers over. The tread wear is solid, and after significant testing miles, I found very little noticeable wear, especially considering the conditions I put it through. Overall, the Falken Wildpeak AT Trail is that sweet spot for drivers who blend urban life with outdoor exploration. 4. Pirelli Scorpion Verde All-Season Plus 2. This one struck me as a touring tire that prioritizes comfort and efficiency, and I have to say, it exceeded expectations in both. The first big takeaway was fuel economy. With these tires on my Forester, I noticed a slight but consistent improvement in gas mileage. That's partly because of the low rolling resistance design, which makes every highway trip a little more cost-effective. The ride quality also deserves recognition. Out on long drives, the Scorpion Verde provides smoothness that a lot of tires in this segment can't match. Ride noise is impressively low, making for a relaxing, quiet cabin. And for Subaru Forester owners who frequently travel with family, that comfort factor alone could make this tire highly appealing. Of course, performance matters too. On wet roads, these tires gripped predictably and felt composed during quick stops. Cornering was stable enough to inspire confidence, even in sweeping bends at higher speeds. Though not an aggressive tire by nature, it performs solidly where most Forester drivers need it: daily commutes, long road trips, and mixed seasonal weather. Durability is another highlight. I noticed very little tread wear even after extended highway runs. Pirelli seems to have designed this with longevity in mind, which adds value in the long run. If you want an everyday tire with better comfort and efficiency, that's where the Scorpion Verde really shines. It's not an adventure tire, but for Forester drivers who prioritize quiet comfort on paved roads, this option is excellent. 3. Goodyear Assurance WeatherReady 2. Stepping into the top 3, the Goodyear Assurance WeatherReady 2 really started showing me what a well-rounded Subaru Forester tire can do. This is the next evolution of Goodyear's WeatherReady line, and I noticed a clear improvement in traction, especially in wet and snowy conditions. When I drove through heavy rain, hydroplaning resistance was fantastic. The Forester felt planted and sure-footed, even in standing water. The tread design seems to channel water away quickly, maintaining stronger contact with the road. Snow driving with the Assurance WeatherReady 2 was also impressive. While not as extreme as the Blizzak, it handled slushy roads with ease and never gave me that white-knuckle grip-the-wheel sensation. The Forester remained controlled, even in slippery turns. What makes this tire especially valuable is how it balances year-round performance. Dry road handling is surprisingly sporty for an all-weather focused tire. When I pushed it on winding back roads, I felt confident in its cornering stability and braking ability. The ride quality is right where most drivers want it: comfortable, fairly quiet, with just a hint of tread noise at higher speeds. Longevity looks great based on my testing. It's not the longest-lasting tire on this list, but its dependability in diverse conditions makes it one of the most versatile options overall. For Forester owners who don't want the hassle of swapping between summer and winter sets, the Goodyear Assurance WeatherReady 2 is a fantastic year-round choice. 2. Hankook Dynapro AT2. At number 2, we have Hankook's Dynapro AT2, a tire that really spoke to the Forester's adventurous spirit. This is an all-terrain tire with strong highway manners, and right away, I felt how well it balances both worlds. On rough dirt trails and rocky paths, the Dynapro AT2 handled with ease. The tire has a rugged tread pattern that provides biting edges, making climbs and uneven surfaces much more manageable. You could tell the Forester was at home exploring with these tires on. On highways, what surprised me was the lack of harsh feedback. For a rugged tire, the ride was relatively smooth, and the road noise wasn't overbearing. It's not whisper quiet like the Scorpion Verde, but still totally livable for daily drives. Another standout feature is its durability. The tread wear warranty is generous, and after challenging runs across mixed terrains, I saw that the wear was minimal. For Forester owners who want peace of mind when combining high mileage with adventurous weekends, this is a big advantage. In wet conditions, The Dynapro AT2 also showed strong grip and braking control, and even on light snow, it gave me no reason for concern. It's not a dedicated snow tire, but very much a go-anywhere, anytime kind of tire. Simply put, if you want your Subaru Forester to feel like the capable adventure vehicle it's meant to be, the Hankook Dynapro AT2 deserves serious consideration. 1. Nokian Tyres Hakkapeliitta R5. Finally, at number 1, we have the Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5, and let me tell you, this tire absolutely earned its spot at the top. Nokian has a long history of making some of the world's best winter tires, and the Hakkapeliitta R5 is their latest masterpiece. Driving the Forester with these tires in freezing, icy conditions felt incredible. I'm not exaggerating when I say the traction is unmatched. Whether it was black ice, slush, or deep snow, this tire just didn't falter. The braking distances blew me away, stopping in situations where most all-season tires would have slid significantly farther. Cornering also felt stable and controlled, making the Forester drive like it was glued to the road. This tire transforms winter driving from stressful to confidence-inspiring. What surprised me, though, was how refined it also felt on dry pavement. For such an aggressive winter design, the comfort level was higher than I expected. Noise was present, but far less than many winter competitors. Nokian's focus on eco-friendly compounds and smart tread design really shows in this tire. Durability is excellent, too. Many winter tires wear down fast, but the Hakkapeliitta R5 proves more resilient. Even after heavy winter use, it looked healthier than you'd expect. If you live anywhere with truly harsh winters and you want the absolute best tire to keep your Subaru Forester safe and capable, the Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5 is simply unbeatable. That's why it's my number 1 choice. Closing thought. So there you have it, the 7 best tires for the Subaru Forester. From versatile all-season picks to hardcore winter specialists, each of these tires has its own strengths. But as you've seen, the choice really depends on your lifestyle. Do you stick mostly to highways? Do you want adventure-ready grip? Or do you demand the ultimate snow and ice performance? No matter what you choose, upgrading your tires is the single best way to unlock the full potential of your Subaru Forester.